If your life was a movie and people were watching up to this point, what would the audience be screaming at the screen, telling you to do with your life? It's fucking obvious.
The quote from this podcast got stuck in my head because deep down, I knew exactly what my audience would yell, and I hated that answer. Take a moment to reflect what it would be in your life, aka the movie. They'd be screaming, "Get out! What are you still doing here?" And deep down I knew it. And it's funny because when you already know the answer, but you pretend you don't, it's not denial, it's fear dressed up as logic. I thought about how to do this video, and today after my sunrise run, I decided I would just sit down and talk to you like I would talk to a friend doing a live update I haven't seen for a while. But it's not about me today, it's also about you, because I know a lot of you are sitting in corporate job and are questioning yourself if this is the right thing to do. So this is why I left my 6-figure corporate job. Let me rewind for a second. I have been working 60 hours weeks since I'm 18. So 13 years now. I studied business economics next to my day job in evening studies, bachelor, master, till I had the 6-figure salary, the car, the title. I invested my money, became a millionaire at 27. The kind of life or CV that impresses strangers at a dinner party. And I was crushing it in some ways. It felt like. To give you some context, I was working as a managing director in the health nutrition industry for 2 companies. But there's the thing, when life is fine, then it's when it's the hardest to change. There is no crisis to push you out. You're not broke, you're not miserable, but you're also not alive the way you could be. Because comfort is a cage with golden bars. You stop asking yourself if this is what you really want, because everyone else tells you already that this is what you should want. A life that looks good on paper. For me, it started small. So I'd sit in meetings, look at the clock and think about training sessions I want to do later. I found myself daydreaming about projects I want to do that had nothing to do with my job. And that's when I realized I was giving my best hours of a day and my energy to something I didn't want it to get any better at anymore. But every time the thought came up, what if you just quit? I would drown it in excuses. Not yet, later, when I have more savings, when it's safer, when the project is done. I love the people here, I can't leave them. And those are the deadliest words, because later never comes. It just becomes another year, months you stay. And I told myself I was being responsible for my future family and the needed stability for that. But in reality, I was just scared, man. There wasn't some Hollywood scene where I slammed my resignation letter on the desk. It was way more quiet than that and way more personal. So one morning I was thinking, if I do this for another year, will anything change? And before I could even answer, I was thinking about my son that was just about to be born. I asked myself, does he need a rich father who is always at airports or meetings, or a happy father who's here with him present, A father who also lives his dreams, tries new things, fails at them, gets back up, is in wonderful shape, and notices every little change about him, not just the big milestones. And that's when it hit me. If I kept going the way I was, he would grow up thinking that what I was doing, chasing titles and paycheck, is what success looks like. And I don't think so. It's not the example I want to set. So the honest truth, I wanted him to grow up and see me fully alive, not as a zombie. And that meant I couldn't keep pretending that I changed later. Waiting doesn't make you braver, it just makes you more stuck. So I left. No plan. Everyone's asking, what are you doing? And no bad feeling, I still love the company I worked for. It's just a gut feeling that if I didn't try it now, I would regret it more than failing at anything. And here's the truth. A big part of why I even dare to do this is you. People watching the videos, commenting, sharing them, telling them that they felt inspired to do something, train, change something in their own life. And that's a moment where I realized that I'm not just shouting in the void here. I'm actually up to something, building something for my own, for the first time in my life, not for others. Can I live off YouTube right now? I don't know, but I don't even care. It's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm not chasing a number in a bank account anymore. And I don't want to come from chasing bank account numbers to now chasing views. I'm chasing the kind of days I want to wake up to. And today actually is one of us. Waking up here, having done my sunrise run already. So I'm swapping boardrooms to bike rides now, emails to editing. And it doesn't say that it's always easier and just wonderful days. I'm struggling at some days. And I really struggled after 13 years of coming from those structured corporate jobs that makes you think you need to do something for someone, you need to be available, to now live my own life on my own terms. And I'm not saying that everyone should quit their corporate jobs tomorrow. For some of you, it may even be the right place to be right now. I learned so much things in my corporate career. How to lead people, how to navigate pressure. And that foundation made it possible to even think about doing this now. But I've been feeling that pull, that whisper in the back of my head. That made me ask myself also, what is a real risk? And honestly, I think we can all just go back to office at whatever company. I feel like the life we have that has a safety net. If you have at least some education, we are told that we need to play it safe. But honestly, I don't think that anyone is playing Russian roulette with their lives. If you try something for yourself, you can just learn and you can always go back to a day job. Life is too short to spend it wondering about what if. Normal life is this: training for races that scare me, documenting them in the most cinematic way I can. I'll never be your standard influencer, I promise. I like to stay off the phone way too much for that. It's not just about my journey here. It's also about you guys. I want to help other athletes, creators, tell their own stories. Because I know how much sports can change your life and content creation can. And how powerful it is if you can share that and inspire other people, and how much that gives back to you, because that's how I felt. I guess that algorithm, and I think algorithms, they work way better than we think, somehow throw this video at you today because of a reason. So if you're comfortable but quietly wondering if this is all there is, I'm not saying to quit your job tomorrow. I'm saying ask yourself that question. And this is all that I expect from you today. And also wanted to give you that little update, because I feel like now I can finally share. Because in the past days, with my new life, I also felt like because you all liked this channel. Basically started with me being in London, trying to balance work and my training. So I felt like this is why so many of you follow me, and that because I'm one of you. I'm in the corporate job world. I'm just trying to balance it all, and I know you do, and it's tough, man. I know that. And now I feel like I don't want to disappoint you, but I just want to figure. I just want to figure if life is about balancing or if life is about going all in on one thing, and then you feel so happy because you are actually building something really meaningful and you're not just juggling all the jars and balls all the time. And that's what I've been doing for 15 years now, man. 15 years. I've never had a period in my life where I was not working. I was constantly hustling. And that hustle culture is so deep down in me that even now being on my own, I have no pressure. I feel so much pressure. It's deep down rooted that I always feel like I need to be efficient. I need to, like, I'm basically never chilling, even now. So this is not what is going to change. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm just going to do something for me now. I'm going to try things. And actually don't listen to anyone, just my own gut feeling if this is the right thing to do. And if it's right to do, a video of me just sitting here for, 15 minutes talking without any B-roll or anything cinematic above it. But I felt this video was meant to be raw and not any story I'm telling you or something made up. It's just pure how my life is right now. I hope you're here for it. But in the end, I don't care. Like, I'm just talking to cameraman. I don't see you, but I see you. So thanks for, honestly, for all the comments all the time. I read every single one of them. I'm not the best replier at some days and some I'm not. But I really, really appreciate you tuning in once again today. And if this video meant something to you, just do me a favor, little like, send it to a friend that really needs it, and subscribe to Journeyman. It's going to be insane. I know that. Everything I did was always insane in the end. Even though right now I can't see where it's going, I know it's going somewhere. So take care and see you in the next one. And don't stress yourself now about any decisions you may postpone already, but trust yourself, because life can always be over tomorrow. And it's just too beautiful, man. That felt good to have it off my chest, man. Honestly.